Normally, I don't make videos about minor balance changes. Minor being Capcom's words, not mine, because this patch is huge. Changes for every character, system changes, and a tier list shakeup, this patch has it all. And while I think this patch is actually in a great direction, including the potential return of Diaphone Kimberly, I want to first talk about a few things I think Capcom messed up on before I talk about the good. And the first is the release date. I really don't know what they're thinking. So if you guys aren't aware, CPT, it's the $1 million tournament. We have a prize pool of $1.2 million and people are grinding. They're trying to qualify for these tournaments. And there's a series called World Warrior, where it's like a regional circuit. And the finals for those World Warriors are like all within the next week. So imagine you spent this whole season grinding a character like Ed that just gets nerfed to the ground, and then you have your World Warrior and you don't know what to do. Well, this is the reality for some players who just look up to the fact that they lost the character lottery. This is VX Bow. The regional final is coming this Saturday. Both my main characters are nerfed. And so you think like, okay, VX Bow used to play JP. JP got kind of buffed. It's too late. You can't learn a new character in just 1 week, right? So VX Bow is a really hard decision to make where it's like, do I play my nerfed Bison? Do I play another character? Like what do I do? It kind of puts you at a disadvantage, especially with such short notice, right? If you had a month, yeah, maybe you could learn someone like JP, but not in a week, right? Chris CCH is also qualified in the West Coast version of World Warrior, which happens in actually 2 days from now. It looks like he'll be playing Ken. Kind of feels unfortunate because some of the top tier characters got hit, like Ed and Cammy, and some of them didn't get hit as much, like Ken and Rashid. So better luck next time on the patch lottery, I guess. So what I would do if I were Capcom is you have the Capcom Cup in 3 months. If you just release the patch right after the last premiere, the last qualifier, and then everyone gets like a couple months to prepare for the Capcom Cup on the new patch, all you had to do was like wait a week. It's almost impossible to pick a worse time to release this patch for the vast majority of the world. This is literally like 10 qualifying spots that could potentially be different because you release this patch a week too early. Speaking of what also sucks, this is complaint number 2 about the patch. So Street Fighter, I think the last time we got costumes was about a year ago, and they keep releasing these new things like, oh, let's get these cool things in the fighting pass. Like, I guess you can add Luke's gloves and JP's cane. Wow, that's so cool. Bro, give us some actual fucking content. Like, what is this shit? I really do not understand like why Capcom keeps going to this model of like trying to make a battle pass with these images and like these are kind of cool. At least we get to see those, but like, bro, who gives a shit about this stuff? Are people really like, I mean, let me know if I'm wrong in the YouTube comments. Like, are people like really buying these emotes and buying this avatar gear and these photo frames instead of like working on actual costumes? Like, get your priorities straight. I don't know what the hell this shit is. And the third thing I don't like about the patch, they weaken defensive options, which seems really weird because I feel like Street Fighter 6 is such an aggressive game. This is some pretty cool tech. It's actually really hard to do, and I've almost never been hit by it. So you see Ken does this grab. This grab would normally work, but it actually whiffs because what Lily does is she cancels her jump into a command grab. I don't think I've ever been hit by this by Lily. And Zangief has the easier one to do. I think maybe I've been hit by that like a few times, but it's not that strong because, you know, you could just do a melee attack and it blows it up. They took this out, which I feel like was pretty cool tech and not that many characters could abuse. Not a big fan of that change. And in fact, they're basically making throws stronger. A lot of people don't think throw loops should be in the game, myself included. And it's very clear that Capcom wants to stay in the direction of like, let's keep throw loops in. But other than that, I liked a lot of the changes. Defense for a lot of characters actually got worse, right? And I'm actually okay with these changes. Actually, I think they're great changes because all these characters were very, very strong because they added access to strong defensive options, right? So Cammy actually probably got hit the worst defensively. Her EXDP no longer side swaps. So this looks kind of bizarre, right? And like, you don't even get that good to mix up. Like, this is only +1. So this is only +1 and like you basically get no Oki. So not only do you not get any mix up after, you don't even side swap into the corner. So this took a massive nerf for Cammy, and her other really strong defensive option was this EX, this wake up EX Tiger Knee. And you see this is only +4 in punish counter, which means you no longer get a side swap combo, right? Unless you're spending like a crap ton of meter. It's also, if this ever happens, it's the opponent's turn, so they get to mix you up before. This is very often Cammy's turn. So very good changes all around, especially for this Cammy champion was the highest performing character in CPT. I think there's like 8 Cammys qualified already for CPT, so she definitely deserves the nerfs. Ken for also got a pretty similar nerf on his level 1. So this level 1 still side swaps, but like there's like literally no mix. You get to throw a fireball, right? You can't like drive rush in like you used to before. Like this used to be the classic, you'd like drive rush. Yeah, that's not even close to happening, right? Yeah, that's super fake. So I actually like to see these changes a lot because reversals that led into aggressiveness from the opponent just felt really strong in this version of Street Fighter, especially when most characters in the game don't have it. So another thing I like is these sweeps in general are like more homogenized. So one of the things I hate about this matchup is this Akuma spaces sweep perfectly. This crouch heavy kick would just whiff. Now I think it's punishable at every range. Yeah, it looks like I can just always punish it. Yeah. And they did this for a lot of sweeps. So like Jamie and Jamie, Ken, Cammy, Akuma, Bison, very welcome. I really don't like those inconsistencies between characters. It almost feels like another gimmick that you have to learn. But overall, I think the patch was in the right direction. So this is a like a change list from Aqua, a very strong Japanese player. And I overall agree with it. There's some things I'd probably move around. But in general, like the right characters got nerfed, right? Like if you looked at let me actually pull up a tier list. This is a tier list by Phenom, Capcom Cup qualifier. And you look at this list and the list that Aqua put together on like, it's basically like an inverse, right? Which means all the right characters are getting buffed, all the right characters are getting nerfed. And compared to like other games I've played, like Grand Blue and Guilty Gear, it feels like Arxis is just like throwing darts at a dartboard. And it's like, oh, well, this character like Gold Lewis, for example, went from like top 3 and then got buffed to like top 1. Obviously it's not perfect. Like you'd expect Rashid, who a lot of people think is like S tier, to get nerfed as bad as like Cammy and Ed, but it's in the right direction, which I think is an overall buff. And speaking of Ed, you know, I personally do not like playing this character, and I love to see Ed main suffer. This is Ending Walker, one of the strongest Eds in Europe. Ed dead. Garnet asked, do you really believe that? And Ending Walker says, yeah. I don't know why everyone's complaining about the OD Blitz -4 change. Now that's a really big nerf. But the other nerf is the backstep change and the crouch light kick change. Not having a good range jab to counter confirm off makes his defense horrible, and his drive reversal punch suffers too because you can't do crouch light and the stand medium punch. Now, this is what it looks like. It's really bad. Bro, it's like this shit's hitting from like half screen. I don't know. That seems a little excessive to me, but you know, I'm not an Ed player. I'm not gonna complain. And there's even this tweet here, which I'm not even gonna bother to translate. You can kind of tell just by the keywords. OD Blitz -4, ass, Ed, Burger King, McDonald's. Ed's gonna be forced to look at work for Burger King or McDonald's. Yeah, so -4 in this context means that instead of throwing out the safe special, you just get punished here. Cammy, we obviously talked about the big changes she had were the reversal changes. Same thing with Ken and Rashid. The reversals got a little weaker. Bison lost a lot of damage. It's nothing too cool to show you guys. Zangief lost the jump cancel command grab, and Akuma got like a bunch of minor changes. And so this is Akuma's changes. He actually got like a litany of nerfs, but they're all really minor, right? Like his back walk speed's a little slower. He can't space out crouch heavy kick. I think the biggest change for me though is if you ever go over them, there's like a slightly more recovery on this like empty demon flip. So like, you know, if they're trying to get out of the corner, you can at least like hit them. It's counter hit. Honestly, I don't think Akuma got hit that bad. But yeah, I think Akuma's still in a pretty strong spot. Right now, if I had to guess, because Akuma and Rashid got hit the worst. I mean, got hit the least out of the 4, I think. Probably Akuma and Rashid are in S tier, and Bison might still be S tier too. Everyone in this row didn't really get that many interesting changes. JP actually got, so this is from Yusei. I think it's actually a pretty good buff for JP. It's not crazy, but like you are getting some new tools, right? So before you just got a knockdown, now you get like a little extra damage you can tack on super in case they try to parry during your level 2. But it also works if they try to parry like the second hit. So yeah, overall pretty good change. Actually, I'll show the jury change. So Jury can do cool stuff like this, like she can get punish counter, crouch heavy, and get a couple stores. That's really nice. But unfortunately, like I have this issue with Aki too, where if I ever get like, it's really rare for you to get like a punish counter, crouch heavy punch, unless it's like on like very specific jump, so that probably won't come up very often, but it is pretty nice. And I think there's actually some like really sweaty combos you can do. You can actually get a crap ton of damage in the right scenario. I still think jury players are probably gonna opt for DP, but like if you know it's something that's a punish counter, like this DJ knee, for example, yeah, you can definitely get a lot of damage. All right, Aki. So as an Aki player, I feel like I should talk about Aki more, but she doesn't really have that much. To me, the two main changes are the fact that like this combos, and then you can get like, wait, what is it? Yeah, you get something like that, right? Which is pretty neat, because if you're not poisoned, then you don't really get juggles. I don't think I really go for that route much, but like I might go for this route because like it ends with them poisoned, which is kind of nice. But you just spent 2 bars when you can just do this and do like pretty similar damage. I guess that's pretty worth it. The other cool thing, all right, that's kind of cool. So yeah, Aki got some stuff. That's what I'm trying to say. DJ got flash kick buff and some combo changes. Manon also combo changes. The main thing I've seen Manon players talk about is the stand heavy kick being +1 on hit now, which means it's your turn if stand heavy kick hits. Chun-Li got a couple new conversions. Modern Chun, I think Modern Chun is gonna be cracked because now Modern Chun has all of the access to all of her stance follow-ups too now by holding down the button. And so you have to think Modern Chun got top 8 Evo last year. Lily, yeah, this is the main combo I've seen a lot of Lily's posting, where you can combo this into level 1. Basically she got some more conversions too. A lot of these characters just got more conversions, which means more damage. Luke, I think Luke and Ryu, same thing with Marissa. Luke and Ryu, I think you could argue they're up. All right, so Ryu, I think that he got a bunch of conversion changes, but the big thing that sticks out to me is this. You see, is this 0 on block now. Even if like at the worst spacing, it's only -3, and you see it takes a whole drive gauge, right? So it's another thing you have to look out to perfect parry. But yeah, this does a chunk, and obviously, like if you're in the corner, like you're taking a lot of damage from this too, right? Yeah, I think that's a really good change on top of all the other conversions he got. And this is now always a true block string, which is really nice too. A lot of people are thinking because some of the top tiers like Akuma and other shows got nerfed, that Ryu's gonna kind of shoot up in the rankings, and he's already been pretty good, right? And I can definitely see it. And same thing with Luke, so I think this is cracked. So before you just used to get a knockdown, now you can run in. You can like run in, you can get a mix up off of a full screen EX fireball. And even in the corner, you can get something like this. I think it's a really strong buff. Really strong. Just because it enhances his neutral that much. Being able to convert an EX Fireball in neutral to actual good Oki seems really significant to me. And then you guys also have like minor quality of life stuff. Like this goes further. Both these characters, I think, are going to be a pretty good situation next patch. Oh yeah, and Luke does more damage. How could I forget? And medium flash knuckles like safer. So if you drop in your combos, you'll be a little bit better. Again, both these characters got conversions, but I think the strongest thing that they have are actually some of the not conversion stuff. So this button right here is +1 on block. So you can apply pressure after this. If they happen to mash, you know, you can do stand jab into whatever. Jamie's change, I think, is people are underrating a little bit. I think drive is so important in this game, right? And the fact that you get drive from just drinking, which he can drink after a lot of his combos, and you literally get, yeah, like half a bar, very strong, I think. So it means you might be able to do like 1 or 2 more drive rushes per game, which means that you're gonna have better mix-up and you're gonna have better pressure, you're gonna have better damage. All right, I just want to talk about fucking Kim, bro. All right, guys, I'm running out of steam. I'm gonna keep it real. But yeah, these guys got pretty good buffs. Honda, I think the biggest change was after the EX hands, the EX sumo step. You can no longer mash the command grab because the command grab is faster, which means it's more guaranteed in a lot more situations. So I still don't think Honda's gonna be that strong, but it's a pretty good buff. All right, let's talk about Kimberly. Yeah. All right. So I think Kimberly is the most buffed this patch. So I think Kimberly, she got a lot of good changes. I think her best change is this stand heavy punch. It's really good for whiff punishing. So for whatever reason, It's just like it has a crazy disjoint on the whiff punch, and because of like the way stand heavy punch works, you're always going to be able to convert it, even if it's like from really far, right? And that's nice. The thing that makes this even better is that on block, you know, before you could do this and you would just get mashed, right? Like against good players, they would just mash this run every time on reaction like that. But now, as long as you cancel a stand heavy punch immediately into run, it'll interrupt jab any 4 frame immediately, which makes this mix up really scary, right? Because what are they gonna do? They can delay their crouch jab. Let's say we delay it by 4 frames. You gotta delay it by more, because you can just do delay arc step. So all right, let's say 6 frames. Let's say I'm a fuzzy mash and block that. Now the overhead catches, right? And now run stop into jab catches, right? And now run stop into throw catches. There's no like perfect timing to beat every option after arc step, right? This means Kimberly's gonna be doing some really good mix, right? And yeah, they could EXTP. One, are you doing EXTP on reaction to the dash? The dash is only 22 frames, right? But let's say you are, hypothetically, yeah, you could just block. So I could do stuff like this into like delay throw, and that will catch someone just blocking, that'll catch someone parrying, and I'll catch someone trying to do XDP, right? So this character has some really good mix now off of block stand heavy punch, and they increase the range of stand heavy punch. That's the main thing that I think makes it really strong this patch. Not really strong, but like improves survivability a lot. This used to be minus. It was super cringe. This used to be literally minus on hit. But yeah, now you're always plus, which means that even if you hit this point blank slide, you're gonna get a hit. And on punish counter, this actually might be a nerf. I'm gonna keep it a real. But like we'll take it, right? You know, you get knocked out on punish counter. Oh wait, I just thought of something big brain. Is this a thing now? Can her forward heavy kick go over the fireball now? It's a Christmas miracle, guys. It's a Christmas miracle. Holy shit. I cannot believe I didn't test this before. But yeah, arc step like actually goes over stuff it should go over. That's amazing. I cannot believe I didn't test this before. So yeah, with that being said, I think it's time to get in some matches. I'm inspired by Kimberly. Yeah, so I think right now my thought on this patch is I think Kimberly's better. I don't think the tiers are going to change that much, but it definitely feels like the tiers are compressed, which I'm a big fan of. And I think Kimberly is the big winner of this patch, and I'm going to try relearning her. It's going to be a grind. I haven't played Kimberly seriously in like over a year, but we're going to give it a go. I guess starting now. Oh, wait, actually? That stand heavy punch range might have made a difference there. Oh, okay, parry again. Oh, you're just dead. Oh, I could have killed there. I probably, if I was nice, I would have had that trade combo. I think both times I could have traded with stand medium kick. I feel like Tatsu is really good if he goes for air fireball. I need to start checking with. Oh, that's the thing, I guess. Okay. I need to try to perfect parry that. Oh, that was really good. Yeah, I really have to anti-air Kuma with Tatsu. Not a good combo. Although I'm not dead. Can I just slide here? Oh, that's so nice. Before? Oh no. Oh no, this sucks. Oh, good super, yeah. All right, at least we were able to spend it. Oh, I got lucky there. Demon flip is still really good. All right, Tatsu. I knew that was coming, but nice. Oh, I actually got reactions. I'm not that rusty, boys. I think I have to go into super here. I cannot believe I reacted to that. I'm still unsure. I mean, I have barely played this matchup, but... Oh, I could have just waited for... I didn't really have to take that risk, because he could have cornered me. Alright. Good. Yeah, if I do jab there, he just gets fucked, so I just need to... Okay, good combo. Okay. Yeah, arc step is real. Arc step's real now, boys. Oh my god. I actually tried Tatsu there. I just missed the input. Oh my god, the pressure? That feels so good. That stand heavy punch into arc step feels so good. I just need to like... Oh, okay, you're gonna do that. I just gotta work on my footsies. All right, what do I check with? I probably check with target combo now. Because I can just do this, right? This sucks for you. I could have probably backed through there, but... Kim burnout pressure is really good. Oh my god, I tried the Aki anti-air! Wait, that was a nerf. Wait, that Akuma nerf actually came into effect there. I thought he was gonna drive reversal. I do not want that. Yo, karma buff? Even the universe is telling me to play Kim? That was crazy. I did not want that Tatsu there. Sometimes I'm just like, I'm buffering like crouch looking for something. All right, 1726. Not a bad run. We have a lot of work to do though. I think, how long do you think it would take wedging? 1 week, 2 week, 3 week? If you guys want to see me document my progress, Kim 2, getting top 8 in a tournament or something, I don't know. We'll see. Let me know down in the comments below. I really do want to relearn this character. I gotta get Sway 346. I got a couple of things coming up for it anyway. So relearning Kim will be a good experience. And let me down in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe. Peace.